Good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. As I promised, I finally finished my copy of this. Here, this is the pristine version compared to the other version I had. Is pretty dog-eared and suffered a bit of a saltage. The only issue with this is a little bit of damage on the back, unfortunately, but this I will be giving away. Quick review on Betrayals. It's taken a little while to get around to doing this because I got a little bit of Babylon 5 burnout, so I never really, what's the word? I just had enough, if you know what I mean. So I decided to take a break from it and had a renewed vigour to actually get it done. Completely different to, well, couldn't remember anything about this book at all. The only thing I could remember was that the Narn and Centauri are involved. It's set at the time period before the surrender of Narn in the Narn Centauri War. At this point, the Centauri are winning the war, and it's now come to light, and strangely enough this is in Clark's law as well, so unfortunately that is the same. If you remember my review with that some time ago, but it's all about the Narn subjugating alien races that couldn't necessarily fight back, so they were conquering alien worlds and exploiting their resources, a little bit like in the real world, with certain events that have happened in the last 30 to 40 years, if not longer than that. Anyway, this particular one it's okay. There's probably the A storyline is about the aliens that are being subjugated by the Narn, and they drive the story, but not quite necessarily as well as it could be. In places it could be slow. There is a sequence in there which feels a bit unnecessary until that character meets their demise later on. Now, the main characters are fine. They're not out of place. They function as the narrative presents itself. This is definitely not the best one, but if you're a completionist, it's definitely worth reading. The main cast are absolutely represented quite well. There is a B storyline in it which eventually resolves itself. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that wants to read it, primarily. So this review isn't going to be the longest of reviews. Also, I will be giving away this copy, so in the comments, if you'd like it, I'll gladly send it. The only sort of disclaimer is that we're coming very close to bank holiday, so it may take a little bit longer to arrive. However, I will send this to you, pay the postage and send it to you, and so it can go to a good home. Now, just concentrating on this, the next book after this is so much better. I cannot even begin to describe how much better it is, as it concentrates on what happened to Anna Sheridan on Sahadun. For those of you that are in the know, this is what led to the events of her doing what she did. However, at the moment, I've taken just another breather. I'm reading at the moment Flowers of Algernon, very early in, so I can't tell you how good or bad it is. It is classic science fiction. There is inklings of ideas, as it's relevant at the moment, to do a Dune video, as about 15 years ago I went about reading almost every single Dune material there was, including Kevin J. Anderson's fantastic work, but that's for another video. Kevin J. Anderson and Frank Herbert's son, well, they expanded the universe massively, but that's a bit of what's the word, gassing for another video. But yes, this one's, unfortunately, this one is similar to book 4. The difference is, I think the writing style's a bit better. This then also has some characters which never appear again, like President Clark's daughter, Chauncey, and it has some other security characters in here. The strange thing is, though, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure by season 2 Zach Allen was in here, and Zach Allen's not in this at all, and that's puzzling, because Zach Allen basically became Garibaldi's number 2. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Zach Allen arrived just before the Earth-Centauri War ended. Not Earth-Centauri War, the non-Centauri War ended. So, obviously remind me in comments. I will be doing a viewing of Series 5 of Babylon 5 very soon via the Blu-rays box set that I bought last year. So I haven't seen Season 5 for some time. Season 5 is not the best season, but there are some notable stories in there. I mean, there's even 1 or 2 Neil Gaiman episodes in there which I didn't know until recently, and that would explain why the episode was the way it was. Anyway, please like and subscribe. If you're complete, definitely read this. It's to be honest, these would really benefit from being audiobooks, but I don't know how the rights work, how much you have to pay the writer for writing it. I know some of these were published, or parts of them are published in science fiction magazines, but again, I don't know how the rights work. I don't know. I would love to do a project where these get audiobooks, because some of these are really good. And as I said, we haven't come up to the really excellent trilogies, which I'm quite happy to say I've completed. So at some point I will be reviewing them. I mean, just for example, the Cycle trilogy would be amazing, having Walter Kang reading those stories out, because obviously he is Alfred Bester. He is phenomenal. But yes, please say in the comments. First come, first served, I'm afraid. I'm not sophisticated enough to have a lottery system, but first come, first served. You can have this copy first to respond in the comments. If you don't want the copy, then just say no, it's alright, but I will send this to you. Unfortunately, it is going to be mostly UK based, because if you're trying to send things like this overseas, it gets silly. But yes, please like and subscribe. Thank you to my newest subscriber. I do appreciate your support, and I will continue to make videos. The next video will probably be about Command and Conquer, as you've all probably experienced it in some way or form. Anyway, this is 4046 out, and have a great day wherever you are, and also anything is possible.